What's up, y'all? This is Asher. First things first, let's deal with this hair. I can't. I don't know what to do with it. Like, it hates me today. Also, probably because I don't have any product in it. And the reason for that being that I'm trying to keep it stripped clean of all kinds of stuff because I am going to dread my hair when it just gets a little bit longer at the top and I can back comb it a little bit. My hair will probably dread pretty easy. So, alright, today is Thursday. It is February 27th, 2014, y'all. And I am here to talk about dysphoria. It's horrible. And so dysphoria. Let's chill and talk about this horrible thing. Now, someone asked me, they were like, "Are you gonna be all right?" And I looked at them and I was like, "Huh?" And they were like, "If you talk about that," and I was like, they were worried about the fact that I could become triggered by having to like focus on it. And I might, but that's all right because I'm here to talk with you guys. So, first of all, I don't have a textbook, definition of dysphoria in my mind. It is different for everybody. Everybody is going to feel it differently. Y'all see my dog behind me. Bella. Honey. Come here. Come say hi. Come on. It's alright. Say hi. This is Bella. And she likes to interrupt my videos. So, alright, so dysphoria is like just, you know what, maybe I should, okay, like, I know the textbook version is, like, just, oh, God, dude, seriously, I probably should have done this, like, before I started this, but I didn't. So what I'm gonna do is say that everybody has a different type of dysphoria, though. It is different for everybody. It is just, it's so different. I am gonna go out and say that I don't think that you are transgender if you do not have body dysphoria, because that's what being transgender, like in the medical, like dysphoria of the body's sex versus like the gender feeling very, I mean, so basically, like, if you don't have that, I really don't understand, like, why would you do that? Like, I mean, I don't know. Whatever, I'm not going to get into that. I did not know that I was transgender for, like, a large majority of my life. Basically because I didn't know what the term was for the things that I was feeling in my head. And I just had too much other stuff going on. But I did experience dysphoria. But I did not know what it was. Like, when I actually read the term, when I was coming into myself and trying to figure out what all this crazy stuff going on was in my head, I did not know that, like, oh, dysphoria, this is what I am dealing with. Like, it was not that easy to understand. Because it's not, like, black and white. Like, you can't just be like, this is dysphoria, and everybody is going to feel exactly like this. No, everybody's going to experience it differently. For me, dysphoria started when I was like, I think I was like 7 or really young. And, okay, well, let's go way back. Alright, I had chicken pox when I was probably about 3 or 4. I was probably like 4. And my friend had them, and I caught them, and then I was sad, and I remember seeing the marks all over my body, and then I was getting over them, and I was in the bathtub, and my mother was sitting on the toilet, you know, talking to me in the bathtub. You know, I was a kid, I was little, and I looked down, and I was like, "Look, mommy, these chicken pox haven't gone away," and they were nipples. And she said, "Well, those aren't gonna go away." And I was like, "What are they?" And I was like touching them, and it was my first, like, I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And she was like, "Oh, those are your boobies. Those are your nipples for your boobies." And I was like, my boobies, like, and it just, I remember that, like, I was like, so it's not just gonna be chilling like forever, like it's gonna be like you, and then that was as simple as it was. But I remember being very thrown off about that and being like, wait, what? No, that's weird. And then at 7, I was in a rush to get dressed after school to go play outside. And I was getting dressed, and I jumped on my bike, and I went outside, and it was a nice warm day. And I was chilling, talking to my friend and stuff like that, and talking to some other... And I guess I was not paying attention to their facial reactions. And her brother came up and was like, "Hey, are you a boy or a girl?" And I went, "I'm a girl?" Like, and he's like, "Well, because you don't have a shirt on." And I looked down, and, like, I didn't have a shirt on. And I, like, freaked out and ran home and put a shirt on. But I remember just, it was so comfortable, like, it was just so natural, and I remember feeling really bad, and I was like, that's weird, because my chest is the same as that boy's chest, like, at that point in my life. Like, you be quiet, don't you start that right now. That, like, you know, I hadn't hit puberty, and I was just like, it was very confusing. And I didn't know how to deal with, like, that. I didn't understand those feelings. I didn't understand where they were going or coming from. But then I did hit puberty, and to deal with all these things that I did not understand, right, I went ahead and I developed a disordered eating, like eating disorders that plagued me, and still have disordered thoughts about food, but, you know, for many years. And I didn't understand that was related to this and all this stuff, and I don't really, you know, it's so uncomfortable. Now it all makes so much more sense, and since I've come out and dealt with it, and since I have started hormones, and I mean, my dysphoria is just like, it had this moment where it, like, picked up, and it was just, like, through the roof, and I was just, like, freaked out, and it was so bad. And so it still goes up and down, but, you know, I had such a hard time trying to come to terms with my gender identity, because I was like, I don't have this, like, textbook dysphoria. It's different for everybody. And for me, I just remember, you know, wanting to wear sports bras, or wanting to dress like a tomboy. But, like, the reality was I wanted to dress like a boy, and I didn't want this. And, I mean, looking back, it's just so crazy to think that, you know, I didn't have the information that is available now. Like, when I came out as lesbian, because at that age, that's all I knew, was like, I like girls. So obviously, so I was like 13, and that was like 15 years ago, y'all. And yeah, there was the internet, but there was not like this. This wasn't available. And so when I started dealing with everything and trying to figure out what this horrible burning sensation going through my body was, it wasn't embarrassment. It wasn't like anxiety. It was so much more than that. And I'm really thankful that I was able to go online into the YouTube community and watch videos like the one I'm making right now, and find some people that said, you know what, not everything is the same for everyone, and it can feel like a bunch of different things. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, do I have dysphoria? Then you should probably look into that, because most people don't just wake up and think that. It doesn't just like come out of nowhere. It's not just there for no reason. There's a reason for it, you guys, and just go looking for whatever your truth is. And I mean, I didn't come out until I was like to me, like in my mind, like I didn't even start coming out to myself until I was like 27. I was very content with just trying to live as a butch lesbian, and I fought very hard to deny my gender because I was terrified. I was terrified to accept it, so I dealt with dysphoria and tried my best, but in the end, like, the best thing for me to do was to come out and deal with it and everything like that. So I mean, dysphoria feels different for everybody, and it can be categorized by a bunch of different things, you know. I have tattoo dysphoria because sometimes I'm like, wow, that's really feminine. I have voice dysphoria on days where I feel like my voice is too high. Right now I'm having hair dysphoria because I'm letting it get longer and it doesn't feel as masculine and I don't have anything going in it. And like, I have dysphoria, and depending on the day is depending on the type of dysphoria that I am having. Chest dysphoria is almost always a thing, especially if I'm out. I mean, like, I can't remember the last time I was just like, oh, my chest, all right. No, nope, doesn't happen. I hope that'll happen again, especially when I, you know, go through with, like, my top surgery and stuff like that. But, I mean, as of right now, just dysphoria is a part of my life. And I know it's a part of a lot of our lives. And if you know someone that is not dealing with dysphoria very well, just suggest that they go online and look at other videos. Like, there's so many inspiring things, and there are so many ways to just try to calm that horrible fire just all over your body. You're just, you know, it's just horrible. And but it's gonna get better. It can get better. It sucks. And you know, here's to looking to the future for all of us. And, you know, I got love for y'all. So I will talk to y'all later, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And oh my god, okay, look, I'm gonna do the elephant noise, and Riley's gonna freak out. He hates it. You don't like that? He usually jumps up in my face. Alright, y'all. I'm out. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and everything. And just keep doing what you're doing because you're doing it well. Alright, later.